Hello, people of the planet. Welcome back to my channel. How is everybody doing? Um, my name is Abby. I am not talking about TV shows today. I am talking about New York. And it's daytime, so I'm not sitting in the same spot because the window was shining. So I thought I'd sit here, not on the couch, but on the floor. Um, So I finished week two. Week two completed. Um, I wrote down shit. I wrote down some things to talk about. The same things as before. Same issues as before. And we can go backwards on the list this time instead of going through it in order again alphabetically. So let's start with work. So I'm doing better this week than I was last week because I sent out all these emails and I wasn't hardly getting any responses, and they wanted to wait until the following week to talk to me. So I'm doing better this week mentally and emotionally. Let me tell you, if I look at my calendar here from this past week, I had an interview, one, two, three interviews. Yeah, I had three interviews last week. Um, and I had two companies fighting. Not fighting, that sounds like it's a big deal. I have two companies right now who are debating on who's going to take me for work this week. Um, so last week went well as far as work goes. I got some more interviews scheduled last week, going to them today. Um, one this morning and then one at 3 o'clock. So I'm trying to make this video really quick. Um, and then there were a bunch of other places that wanted to schedule me for this week, but because I want to work, I told them I would get back to them because I could be working Tuesday through Saturday or whatever. So as far as work goes, things are moving along. I was a little bit nervous at first because I came during slow season for theater, but that I think was a good thing because I was able to get out the emails, acclimate to the city, and get in the door while people are slow enough that they can sit down and talk, and try to fit me in as they're gearing up for the rest of the season, the latter half. So work is going really good so far. Maybe I'm gonna have a job tomorrow. We'll see. Um, let's talk about what's new. What's new? I'm mm, um cooking different things maybe. Last week I was on a big pork chop kick, and I finally went and picked up some eggs and bacon this week. Um, I think I need to go get some chicken from the grocery store and definitely some salad mix, um, because as far as like what's not new is what I'm eating. I'm eating sandwiches and you know dollar foods a lot. So what's new? The point of that is what's new is I'm fucking hungry. I'm starving all the time, and I'm not used to that. I think it must be because I'm walking everywhere, and my mind is constantly creating energy from like traveling time and getting to from walking to the subway, dealing with it, and then walking back home. It's like I'm hungry all the time. And I think it's just because I'm conserving, not conserving. I'm just creating a lot of energy. So that's new. Another thing that's new is I am using the crap out of my calendar. Besides, making meetings and interviews and whatnot, I'm using the travel time button. If you go to click, I wish I could show you, but I'm not that tech savvy yet. But when you go to create something on your Apple Calendar, you can change it to travel time. Add the travel time of 30 minutes to an hour, And that's important for someone like me who's brand new to the place, and I need to check how long it's going to take from my place to get to that place at a certain time. So adding travel time into my calendar, that's new. Um, I'm not walking around in my puffer jacket anymore, because that was, I was so cold. I've been trying to walk around in lighter jackets to try to acclimate better, and I think it's working because it does feel less cold now than it did 2 weeks ago, if that makes sense. And that could just be in my head too. Um, I think I should really write down before I start these things, like, what I think is new, so I'm not just sitting here going, "What is new?" Um, I think what's really new for me is just figuring out my schedule still and how to prioritize things, going back and forth to the grocery store because you can only carry so much on you at a time, and then I end up eating it pretty quickly. So I'm going to the grocery store almost every other day, if not maybe every 2 days, but it's every other day. Um, and I'm not used to walking to and from the grocery store every day, but learning. Um, so that's what's new. What else is new? I met some new friends. Yeah, I met some new friends. Had friends, and connected with people. That's also new. But I'm sure I'll think of some other things. We can go to work. Did I already talk about work? Yeah, I did. Um, yeah, 3 interviews last week, two today, and I might be working this week. Yay! And then also, Fashion Week is starting as far as work goes the first week of February. So things are going to gear up for me soon as far as work goes. Sent out a lot of emails and gone on some pretty successful interviews. People are going to say they're going to call me, so it's just a matter of time. Like I said before, we're in slow season. That's what's new and that's work. Yeah, I talked a little bit about transportation already. I use my calendar now and add travel time. Um, there are some things I'm still figuring out. I need my phone actually because I have learned I have learned some really cool tricks about the public transportation here. Not only do a lot of people use Google Maps for their public transportation here, but there's an app called, I don't know if you can see, it's that green one, City Mapper. Um, and that one's pretty cool because it looks just like Google Maps, but it also has a thing that when you're directing your phone a certain way, it'll tell you if you're going the right way. And I think that one's a little more up to date than Google Maps because this weekend the F train um, had some maintenance happening, so it was only going Manhattan bound, not Queens bound. Google Maps didn't seem to have that corrected on its interface when I was trying to look things up. So then I had to look at City Mapper, and they noticed that and had correct information there. Um, so I like City Mapper, and plus it tells you where the best seating is um, in the subway. Like best chance is in the front or the middle or the back, but I don't know how accurate that is to be honest. There's another one called My MTA, New York or NYC Subway, and then there's another one NY Subway, um, and then Subway Time. Try out, it's all in one app here. This one looks the cutest. It's got all the subway information on it. So I am excited to be using these. Another fun thing I learned from a new New York friend that I don't know how many people actually know, is that you can text. There is a number called 511123, and you can text it with your I don't know if it's your bus. I think it's your bus number, or no, it's your bus line. So whatever um, bus stop that you're sitting at, right? You can text it that bus stop number, and it'll text you back immediately, like when the bus will be there. The bus will be there in 7 minutes or whatever, just to confirm whether or not it's going to be late. That's pretty cool. So you can so in case you're concerned about your bus issues, there's a way you can actually text them about it. Um, and yeah, transportation. I'm walking a lot, you guys. So drinking a lot of water and a lot of Gatorade because I can tell that I'm tired and dehydrated a lot, and then I need to just keep eating and going. See, I'm tired. I didn't have time. I'm so sorry. To make coffee this morning, and even though I was in the city right next to a Starbucks, I was not gonna pay for one. So here I am yawning. Um, yeah, that's transportation. We could talk about friends. Um, so I'm doing a lot better this week than I was last week when it came to like wanting to spend time with friends. I know that my first week here, it was just about getting work emails done, and if interviews came through, wonderful. But at the same time, looking forward to hanging out with my friends, and that was kind of supposed to be like that was kind of the highlights of my week. Is like, oh, I'm gonna see this person Thursday, so I kind of can't wait till Thursday. Oh, I'm gonna see this person Saturday, so I kind of can't wait till Saturday. Um, and then when people would reschedule, it crushed me. One, because I had nothing else to do, and I was looking forward to hanging out with people. And two, hearing that they have to reschedule because they have busy lives, or and they got their wires crossed, they got something else they got to do. Let's reschedule. It just reminded me, stuck that knife in, that I don't have anything else on my schedule. And that was really hard last week, even though I did see like four friends. I'm so sorry. Really bummed last week. Surprisingly, I did not see any friends until Friday night. Friday night was the first night I saw a friend. And then Saturday, I got to meet a new friend. Um, he was a hookup from another friend who came to New York. So, a New York friend who is also a General Hospital fan. So, this is a big deal for me. I've never had like a solely General Hospital, like friend in person. Like, that's how we're going to connect. So, we went to breakfast together, we went shopping, um, went to a secondhand clothing store. He helped me get to the bus station. It was great. It was a really great time. So I got my first official like friend. If you don't count the tribe at the UCUT that I met last week. Um, so yeah, and then I saw a friend yesterday at a free sculpt class, or yoga. It's not yoga or Pilates or anything like that, but it was a workout class and it was free. It's called Sculpting for Runners, um, that a friend of mine teaches for free at New York Roadrunners, which now I know they have a lot of free classes there. Not just that one, like free yoga classes and bunch of free classes. So that's where I'm gonna hang out because I go where the free goes. Um, so yeah, and then I think when people had to reschedule me this week, it didn't bum me out and stress me out near as bad as it did last week because I made the best of my time, doing things that I needed to get done. I focused on other things at home and myself, and I don't regret it. So yeah, I saw that friend yesterday at that free class, and then I had my night at the UCUT, whatever. It's a ukulele store. They are the best people. They have an open mic night. So I got to see those friends again. There was 4 or 5 of them that I met last week that I said hello to. get to pass out my card. Um, so yeah, I'm having a good time with the friends I have seen and the new friends I'm meeting, and having a good time when it comes to like not just being able to see them, you know? Um, so that's friends. And then we could talk about food. I already covered this. I need to do something different when it comes to food because I'm eating a lot of Dollar Tree groceries, and then I'm going to Key Foods, but there's only so much I can carry, so I'm walking 2 or 3 times a week, 3, 4 times a week over there, if not more, to get more food. And I'm going through it like crazy because I'm hungry all the time. And then I go to sleep at a regular time. I sleep 8 to 9 hours. I'm so tired all the time. It's so weird. Um, but I think it's an energy thing. I am eating protein. I am eating natural fruits. I need to go get some vegetables, to be honest. I want a salad. I haven't had a salad in a while. Um, yeah, I've only had a couple things to eat this week. I went to Champion's Pizza over on Essex Street because a fellow YouTuber recommended that, and it was hands down best pizza I think I've ever had. It was so good by the slice. So if you're ever in New York, go to Champion Pizza. Won't regret it. Um, yeah, I went and had a coffee at a shop the other day because I was about 25 minutes early to a interview, so I bought a coffee, but still being frugal if possible. And then feelings. We can talk about feelings. I think I've already said this a lot. I'm feeling so much better. Feeling so much better. I'm less bored because I know that with that boredom comes responsibility. I'm so fucking tired, clearly. I think it's because I'm staring at this window. Um, and it's making me sleepy. I think that sunlight. So, and yesterday I went to that sculpting class, so I can feel all in my corset area here, my abs and my glutes and my thighs. I burned something off yesterday and got stronger. So, and did some walking. Um, but yeah, I'm feeling a lot better. Really, I think I am. And I'm so relieved that I'm using my time wisely now when it comes to feeling bored. I've been reading not only my textbook that I need to read for this apprenticeship job I want, but also um, I have a book that I've been trying to read for months. So I just started it over, Handmaid's Tale, and I'm trying to read it again just to get back into it. And when I can, I get those things done, and in my other free time, I'm looking for homes and other jobs and cooking. That's pretty much what takes up your time, I think, once you get to New York is cooking, walking, job hunting, eating cheaply, and things like that. So, that's going well. And then last but not least, we could talk about home. I still really enjoy my place. I think I've got 3 weeks left here. I went and looked at a place on Roosevelt Island on Saturday that I just hands down fell in love with, and they call me. They have a doggy daycare in the building. Um, I'm going to go look at an apartment tonight here in Astoria, and then I'm scheduling one to go look at tomorrow. So I am I am finding homes, you guys. I'm gonna do it. Um, yeah, week 2 was a lot better. I'm feeling more into myself. Um, and I'm getting the job interviews, and I'm getting the hustling for the house interviews. And I'm clearly tired, so I need to take a nap before I go to this other interview or get on a subway and take a nap real quick. I don't know. I'm going to call this person back, but um thanks for listening and peace to the planet. I hope you guys somebody will come visit me or you yourself thinking about going to New York. Please come to New York. It's great. Bye.